Okay, welcome to our final presentation. Today, we are proud to introduce our project, PSA Uniforms Design and Development of a Mobile Archive and Showcase Platform for CASDEVCON documentary films. My name is Mimosa Costales. I am Joanne Marie Day. Sherry Hearns Cruz. Okay, next. To understand why we build PSA uniforms, we first need to know the challenges na meron yung CASDEVCON department. Right now, the high value student documentaries are heavily fragmented. They are scattered across various physical like USB, hard drive, and personal cloud storage account. This create a high risk of permanent loss and also a limit accessibility for the student or the faculty. And for the one someone na gustong makapag-view ng works. And of course, our solution is a PSA Uniforms, a centralized mobile accessible digital archive engineered for the long-term preservation of these value media assets. Furthermore, it goes beyond simple storage by introducing AI-powered content analysis to provide advanced searchability and asset discovery. Next is how the system was created. We use three Visual, Flutter, Firebase, and YT API. So Flutter, we use this to build the mobile apps interface and our code base that works on Android. Firebase is that handles our backend user login and database authentication. Next is the YT API used for smooth video streaming so we don't overload our own server storage. Our assisted vibe coding integration naman is the Claude. We integrated Claude AI into our development workflow because it helped us help us the prototype, and then we assisted the debugging complex of our UI structure, and also it speeds our development cycle, so we could focus more on our system logic and architecture. Next is our major modules of PSA uniforms. Next, number one is our user authentication. Nandiyan yung user login, admin, faculty, students, and the public access control. Next, video assets management module. Nandiyan yung ina-upload ng mga students or dyan nila sinasubmit yung mga videos nila and na-stay sila sa cloud storage. Three, basic search and discovery portal kung saan nila gustong i-search or hanapin yung mga films na gusto nila. Kasama na dyan yung mga metadata. Next is the admin review and status dashboard. Dyan nila view or chine-check ng admin if i-approve ba nila yung video na sinend sa amin.
Okay. So, dagdag po namin sa video asset management module is doon sa secure upload portal is sa YT API nga po. And then sa centralized cloud storage is naka-store po yung mga data natin sa Firebase. Okay. So, punta po tayo sa the user interface or UI overview. Okay. So, first po, yung ating application or yung ating prototype is maglaland siya sa ating login page. And then, meron po tayong sign up. Okay. And then, yung futures, function, and I/O processes naman, which is magiging live yung mga ina-upload nung students, yung mga authorized user po. Okay, so for example, gawa tayo ng account dito. Since wala tayong account, okay, so una is kitty@gmail.com. And then, gawin natin password is kitty123. So, dito po is dapat yung password natin is ng 6. Kasi, hindi po siya makakapag-create ng account kapag kulang siya. And then, after nung ating pag-create ng account, is pupunta siya sa ating user agreement. So, dito nakasulat yung ano dapat yung mga hindi dapat gawin habang ginagamit yung application. And kapag pinindot natin yung agree is magla tayo dun sa homepage. Pero kapag nag-decline tayo, babalik siya dun sa login page natin. Okay, so ayan. So for example nga, etong coding, ipi-play natin siya. Ayan. So gagana siya kasi nga po naka-store na siya sa ating, tawag dito, sa YT API na siya. And then meron tayong watchlist, search, like for example, search natin yung coding, ayan. So since nga po sabi ni siya kanina is sa application na ito is gumagana pa lang yung ating basic metadata. So wala pa yung CVBR na advanced for search natin. So if one po natin mag-upload, so for example, upload tayo like three girls, lagyan natin ng titles, three girls. And then ewan ko, yan. So yung YouTube URL po is una kasi kailangan nating i-upload yung mga documentaries natin sa YouTube. Pero make sure na unlisted yon. And then, i-copy link natin yon and ilagay natin siya dito. So, para ma-check kung tama yung nilalagay natin na video, we can click the preview. And then, ayan, makikita po natin siya. And then, submit films. Ayan. So, na-submit na siya. And then, kailangan nating mag-log out. So, mag-a-act tayo as a, officer or admin. Ngayon yan, ito pong account na ito is nilagay po namin siya sa database. Nilagay namin yung role niya as an officer. Kaya kapag nag-login tayo, makikita talaga na yung account na ito is isa siyang admin. So, may dadirect siya dun sa dun sa tawag dito, dun sa dashboard. Ayan, so mali po yung password kanina. Okay, ayan. So as we can see, yung in-upload natin dun kanina sa tawag dito, student or authorized na user na pwede mag-upload is napunta siya dito sa ating dashboard. So meron tayo dito na return. So once na pinindot natin yung return, pwede tayo mag-feedback kung bakit natin siya i-return para alam nung student na yon kung bakit, ano yung mga nalabag niya. And then, meron tayong submission. Ayan, makikita po natin kung ano yung mga pending, yung approve, and ni-return natin. And yung mga user. So, dito natin ilalagay yung mga authorized user na pwedeng mag-approve ng mga documentaries na ginawa or pinepending na kailangan ng approval na na ma-post sa application natin. So, for example, i-approve natin siya. Once na in-approve po natin siya, may dadirect na siya dun sa ating home screen. So, buksan lang natin ulit yung ating account na hindi pang officer, PT123. Ayan. Ayan. So, makikita po natin siya sa featured mismo and then sa new na uploaded na yung ating documentaries. So, and dito naman po sa current state of development, so dito natin makikita yung mga hindi pa namin nagagawa sa ating application. Like for example nga po, wala pa tayong continue watching section. So as we can see kanina, mga new list pa ng mga documentaries. And wala pa tayong watchlist functionality. Though meron tayong watchlist na future, pero kapag pinindot natin yung button ng watchlist, is hindi pa siya mapupunta dun sa watchlist natin. And since nga, metadata and basic pa lang yung atin, wala pa tayong yung AI na CVBR, which is like, hindi natin kailangan ng metadata para ma-search yung gusto nating panoorin. And hindi pa siya accessible sa public kasi yung module natin for DevCom and student authorized na pwede munang mag-upload yung ating ginawa. And then, status and workflow naman po, una is kailangan pa niyang, ayun nga, functionality is currently disabled, logic still needs to be fixed or implemented. Like for example, pinindot natin yung decline, hindi pa siya talaga mababack sa login. So pa siya, magba-black out. So kailangan pa siyang i-improve. And missing documentation, like wala pa tayong pang security talaga na bawal i-SS, bawal i-screen record. And sa community gaps naman, wala pa tayong notification talaga na kapag nag-upload yung tawag dito, nag-upload yung students is hindi pa natin makukuha yung notif. And wala pa tayong section about sa approve, kung ano yung mga na-approve, na-decline, na-return. Ito yung sa mga pang-authorized na na pwede pong mag-upload. And overall, masasabi namin na yung application namin or prototype is about 50% na gumagana. Kasi first of all po, since nga kanina nakita nyo is gumawa tayo ng ating account. So it means connected na siya sa ating database. And nung nag-login tayo is na ano niya, na-detect niya na already existing na yung account na yun. So connected na po siya sa database. And then pangalawa naman is yung pag-upload natin, which is yung sa gumamit tayo ng YouTube API. And then nung in-upload natin, sinabit natin is agad-agad napunta siya sa home screen. That's why masasabi po namin na working na talaga yung aming application. And dagdag po namin is meron na po tayong yung ano nga, yung login and then log out yung mga ganun. So, thank you po. That's the end of our presentation. Ano ba yan?